That's so Raven. It's the future. I can see it. That's so
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Gauntlet, where we go everything esports news. I'm your host, Captain Zeus. Follow on my buddies here, JT and Novaverse. And boy, oh boy, do we have some crazy results for you for this past week of the Overwatch League. A lot of cool plays coming out of the Chinese teams here. I also don't have the results pulled up, so I'm going to have to pull that up here.
you slacking. You
I am
slacking. You slacking.
You know what?
You slacking.
Look.
You look like those signs out of car dealerships, just like.
All right, I got the results pulled up.
All right,
So, day one, we got Toronto 3-1ing Washington, which was absolutely crazy. Nobody saw this coming.
that was a double-edged sword for
I mean,
JT.
absolutely no one saw this coming.
At least they're not in the bottom anymore. Hey,
We got LA Gladiators 3-0ing Dallas. Not surprising. And then we had a surprising revenge 3-1
Not
from
surprising.
San Francisco against LA. That was surprising. Sit down.
It's not surprising.
Day two,
They were ready.
surprising.
we had Shanghai 3-0ing Hangzhou, which that was amazing. It was also not surprising.
It's fraud.
Then we had Chengdu actually getting 3-2'd by Guangzhou. A really good game 5 there.
Yeah.
Matchup. Paris getting the revenge against Houston, 3-1ing them, which I'm so glad that happened.
You had no faith.
I had faith.
Double-edged.
Double-edged sword for me. But
So
then we
again,
had Philly.
Any team that wins, you just go.
We had Philly dominating Washington 3-0 there.
Okay, yeah. All right.
And then Dallas, in a surprise, 3-2 against LA Valiant.
Woo!
Gosh, these Jets. And then on day 3.
No, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, we can move on.
And then on day 3.
Hold on, one more time.
Oh, son of a gun. Shanghai 3-1ing Chengdu in a good old revenge matchup there. Hangzhou 3-2ing Guangzhou.
Mm-hmm.
So, great matches.
Gotcha.
Had to go 3 days because he delayed the Chinese matches, which we apologize for the misinformation on our previous video. Overwatch League just likes to tell things literally hours before the matches happen. So when we post the video and then you
They're
see
infamous
something
for
happens, yeah, they're screwing us over. So we do
It happened
apologize.
like 3 times
In
the
a
last
row.
3 weeks.
Exactly. It's so frustrating.
We literally wait till the last second to be like, all right, we have enough time to pull this video, edit this video, record, and then throw it up on YouTube. And then 20 seconds later, they're like, oh, and by the way, these teams aren't playing anymore.
That literally happened. I was exporting the video on, what was it, like 2 weeks ago. And I was literally about to post it, and it says, as of like an hour ago or like 20 minutes ago, these matches are canceled. It's like, well, and you rearrange the schedules. Like, well, oh my, I can't come and be like, hey, let's get all together again.
Son of a
Another
biscuit.
hour of recording here real quick, and then redo all of that hard work. Anyways, back to this previous week's legitness.
The most important match, of course.
Shanghai
Dallas.
against Hangzhou. What? Oh,
Dallas.
sorry.
We did it, boys. We're out of the cellar. We beat a good team.
We lost to a good team too.
Yeah, but
You did. You took an L.
no,
Yeah,
but
you did take an L,
we-
technically.
we lost to the better LA team and beat the worse LA team.
Well, I mean, but last time we
not
were
the same.
saying that they were pretty even. Yeah.
Remember
they
what I
are.
said last time? Just remember, I said if they win either one, that's a respectable win.
I mean, it was a 3-2.
You agreed with me.
Look,
I mean,
it was a 3-2.
It could have gone either way.
It went the distance. It was a good. I watched it live. It was a
Dallas
good matchup.
Closed out.
Okay, look, it wasn't super dominant. It was a really close matchup. So Dallas and LA Valiant are like, they're really close when it comes to skill and whatnot. I was surprised that LA Valiant lost against San Fran. I was really hoping that they would take another dub. Hey,
Yep,
no
I
offense, man. It could have just. I mean, we'll have to see how they play against each other
Ridiculous.
again. You know, a little tiebreaker there. But I will admit, I mean, Dallas.
That's a good win.
That's a good win. It was a 3-2, so it went to, I mean, if they would have 3-0'd them, that would have really proven, hey, they got what it takes. But they 3-2'd them, not to say it diminishes their respect any less, but
I think it's even better because my worst fears happened. They lost game 1.
Yeah.
How does that work? You've had like 7 weeks, guys. But luckily, they were able to bounce back from it and end up winning the series. But
somehow, I thought they were going to lose it. It looked like they were going to lose it.
How did they go into this week not prepared? They got like steamrolled game 1.
Oh, frick yeah!
It could just be a performance thing, you know. You what's gonna go down, but sometimes you just ain't ready.
You guys good there?
Yourself to
No.
To a new roster. And some new coaches that know how to get performance out of their players.
Hey, it was a good matchup. It was enjoyable to watch. I really liked it. LA could have won that matchup. There was just some little things here and there they should have fixed. They really need to learn how to be patient sometimes. And Dallas, Decay, that dude really did pull it in for that team. But I mean, as an LA fan, I'm disappointed. We had 2 losses this week, but I think we should have won that Dallas match. But I don't think it really says much. I mean, not that it doesn't say much. I think we still are really good, a good team. I would say top 10. I'd say a good top 13, top 12 team.
Now, how about? Wait a minute. What did you just rank LA?
13, 12.
Yes.
Top 13, top 12.
Yes. Keep ranking them high.
Why you do this to me?
This?
Why this? I didn't like that at all. It was like he swivels with his cat, just like yes.
Rank them high because Dallas just beat them. So.
Okay, look, don't get cocky. It was a 3-2, so LA could have won this.
About the second most important game, and really the only other game that's worth talking about. Dallas versus LA.
No.
Winning.
He's
3-2, baby.
We just talked about
Dallas.
this. Get out of here. Look, okay.
Listen, I will show you my clipboard. The top 5 things I want to talk about is Dallas beating LA all the way down, all 5.
Dallas has had their airtime. We need to continue on this.
We're going to Shanghai. Shanghai versus Hangzhou. That was a matchup.
We could have gone to any other matchups besides Shanghai.
Look, the reason why I'm going to this matchup is because last week we talked about how all the Chinese teams had everyone's number, and Shanghai and Hangzhou we all agreed they're in that top spot. We didn't really know where to put them due to how they matched up against each other. But the fact that Shanghai 3-0'd Hangzhou really proves that Shanghai is definitely that top out of the Chinese teams. I mean, and Guangzhou got 3-2'd by Hangzhou, so they're definitely the second place out of those Chinese teams. I would say, in my opinion, it goes Shanghai, Hangzhou, Chengdu, Guangzhou.
Is that not the ranking I gave?
That is the rank. That's the ranking I gave as well. But I'm saying
Shanghai.
this is the concrete way to put it.
I still think there's an argument for Spark, but I think it's Sharks.
Sharks? Baby sharks.
Dude. Anyways.
Oh god.
Can't sing any more of that song. Copyright. It's Shanghai and Spark, and then a big gap between the other one.
No,
there's a huge gap, and then there's Chengdu, Guangzhou.
I think the gap is at least 10 ranking points.
Ooh. I think Chengdu's actually pretty.
I don't want to say that.
I do too, but they're not a top 10 team. Those two, I think, show to be a top 10 teams. The other two just don't.
I mean, I don't know. I like Chengdu, even though it's not my team to pick. I like Chengdu due to their composition styles. I think they do have what it takes to not necessarily be top 10, but maybe like top 11, top 12. Guangzhou, though, I think they're just Houston level. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean they're top 7 or bottom 3?
Did you not see where my hand went?
Well, that could be the bottom of the leaderboards or number 5 in the leaderboards.
I mean, hey, if you think Houston's top 5, that's on you, buddy. But all I'm saying is,
I've just got mixed information from you before, so I just want to clarify.
Okay, they're bottom tier. How about that?
Okay, so bottom. Are they 16?
I'm not explaining further. I'm just saying
18th?
bottom tier. It's hard to tell because they haven't played against the American team, so I can't say specifically where, but they're definitely on that lower tier.
Are they better than Toronto?
Yeah, they're better than Toronto.
Yes.
Oof.
And
Toronto won a game.
Oh my gosh, they won a game. Everyone give them some confetti. Oh my gosh. They won a... No.
Hey, you know what? You got really hyped when Houston, gets a kill. You're like, oh, we're going to win the league.
Okay, first of all, it's when they get several kills. Let's be specific here, okay? Houston, they like to surprise me in a good and bad way.
Like they lose their luggage one week and they go undefeated one week.
I know, it doesn't make sense. They lose their luggage the following week, they get crazy wins. It doesn't make sense.
I mean,
what else doesn't make sense?
Boston.
It's not making sense. They also didn't play this week, so
They didn't play, so that does make sense.
it does make
But
sense.
it does make sense because they're literally falling apart and they're not even playing.
This is a true statement. This is why they're literally the bottom of the leaderboard.
The weeks they don't play, they get major losses on their team.
They don't play, and they're still taking L's.
Like, impressive.
But I'm proud for Shanghai. I'm happy for Shanghai. It really proves to me what I thought was that they're top 5, top 16. They beat Guangzhou, which I was thinking they were a top 10 team. Oh, like that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do that. And they beat Chengdu.
Finish talking, and then I'll butt in.
Okay. But Shanghai is definitely a top 6
You know,
team.
when the...
Hey, let me finish talking, buddy.
Oh, go on ahead, yeah.
Okay. I love Shanghai.
I can't see, so...
I'm a favorite I'm a fan favorite for Shanghai, okay? And I think when it comes against them, playing against these American teams, them and Seoul Dynasty will have a better chance against them. I think Chengdu will have a win here and there and really surprise people. But I definitely think they got what it takes to get to the finals. I'm really rooting for these guys.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, how about this? Get into the playoffs.
Okay.
Okay. You good there?
I'm good there. That was period to my sentence.
All right, so I give props to Shanghai. I never doubted them. I thought they're an alright team.
You doubted them.
You doubted them.
Doubted them saying they suck? No. I mean, the only...
Wait, you said they suck?
No, I never said that. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to clarify. What I'm trying to clarify is...
Let's let him clarify.
Let me just say it. I still think Spark is better than Shanghai. Okay? Just gonna put it out there.
I kind of agree with you.
I don't give two give me a 2 ducks, don't know what that means. 2 ducks. We know what ducks mean, okay? I don't give 2 ducks about Shanghai 3-0ing Spark. Because guess what? We saw Los Angeles Valiant beat San Francisco. Everyone flipping out. Zeus was flipping out. And I was like, this is nothing. They got that. Sure enough, they get a repeat of this last week.
I'm going to butt in when you're done there.
They beat them in. They beat them in like no problem. Good old San Fran. So me seeing Shanghai beat Spark, I'm not tripping. Honestly, I feel like these are 2 teams that can go back and forth. But I still think Spark can beat them out if it went into like a playoff series or something like that. But I still think Spark's better. I would now put Shanghai in second out of these Chinese teams. Shanghai second, Chengdu, and then Guangzhou. But I mean, Chengdu, they can be competitors against Shanghai.
I'm hitting my
Those
buzzer.
2 have a little rivalry right there. But I still put Spark up there. Period to my sentence.
Okay, here comes me. That was me hitting the buzzer. Screw your opinion real quick. You took your glasses off because you were blind to the truth. What happened here, Shanghai demolished Guangzhou, okay? I'm not saying Guangzhou is trash. I'm saying they are second tier.
I am.
He's saying they're trash. I don't think they're trash. However, I do think they are the inferior to Shanghai, okay? Shanghai has the stuff. They didn't lose their luggage. They still have their luggage. They're at home actually just relaxing over such dominant wins this week. And let's back up on that LA real quick. LA surprised, both LA teams surprised everyone with a 3-1 win. San Fran the next week had a 3-1
hold on.
win.
I'm cutting in. I'm going to let you finish. I got to cut in. The Gladiators, we thought, had a really good chance at winning that game. I'm just saying. Yes, we
We're
did.
not talking about Gladiators.
We're not. I said
Let's get back to you.
I will slap the snot out
No,
of you.
no,
okay?
I approve of Gladiators. Gladiators, fine. Move them out. I'm
I'll
talking
slap
about
both the
Valiant.
snot out of you, both of you.
Gladiators are the better LA team.
Yes, I will agree with that. I agree Gladiators are better. I
Losing
have
to
beef
them's not
with
the big deal.
Valiant.
Yeah,
I have beef with
Losing to
Valiant.
losing to the Gladiators is not a big deal. They're a really good team.
It is a huge big deal because San Fran was supposedly the top dog, and then they lost not once but twice to both LA teams. And LA Gladiators it's not that good, okay?
You know why that happened? You know, because I said it last time. Both Los Angeles teams, they prepared for that San Fran game. They got specifically ready, and then as soon as they got ready for San Fran, they lost focus and got their butts whooped by Seoul. That's exactly what happened. And then they came into this week, and they're all like, guys, we had them last time. We got the stats. We're good. Guess what? San Fran said, stats ain't nothing. Came back and just showed them what's up. That's all I'm saying. And that's why Los Angeles Valiant came out with 2 losses this week. That's what I'm saying.
I think they were just a little bit overconfident coming into this week with that San Fran win, thinking they were going to beat San Fran again with such. It was a good win. Like, it wasn't super dominant, but it wasn't close. It was a good win, 3-1. And then San Fran does the exact opposite, or does the same thing to them. I think we'll have to see them match up again, like a little tiebreaker, to see how they really fare out. Because if San Fran loses again, then LA Valiant's definitely better than San Fran by far. Because that'd be 2 wins. Oh
No.
yes.
You can't say by far.
I say by far,
right.
because it's a 3-1 both sides. So that cancels each other out. So all I'm saying is we need another win, and then we'll see who really the top dog out of
No,
those 2
because
teams.
technically, you can use Dallas as the linchpin here, right? They get beat pretty badly by Gladiators. I mean, some of those games weren't close at all. And then they beat the Valiant,
Barely.
but they still beat them.
I know. I'm just saying
And
barely.
it wasn't convincing when Valiant was. The only game that was convincing was the first game. After that, Dallas had the edge in almost every game.
So they still lost those other 2 games.
Against Valiant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm
But
saying.
Gladiators didn't make it convincing. Like, they were convincing the entire time, excluding one game, and that game was close.
My point to this entire thing is Shanghai is the top dog out of them Chinese teams. That was my whole point that I was trying to get across. Some people like to slander my main mans on the Valiant, who I think just had a bad week. These next couple of weeks, they're gonna get back on their game.
But San Fran can't have a bad week, right?
No.
Since
They
they're top
no, they
dogs.
can't. They're top dog. They
They
got destroyed by
can't.
2 LA teams. They
sorry.
aren't allowed to.
I can't keep them in the top 5.
Yeah, I can't either. I can't keep San Fran in the top 5.
They're in the top 10, but I
Agreed.
can't put them in the top 5 anymore.
I can't even talk to you guys right now.
They
Yes.
lost to both LA teams. I can get one, but both?
Now
That's
they did
terrible.
redeem them. They did redeem themselves because they shouldn't
Yes.
have lost to Valiant ever.
Okay,
And I don't
that's
think
it.
they should have lost to Guardians either. I'm sorry, not Guardians.
Guardians. This is the
Gladiators.
second time you've done this.
Good God Almighty.
No, I've got that in my mind today. Gladiators. They shouldn't have
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
to them either. It should have been a game 5 flip of the coin who wins it.
They should have 3-1 both of them.
No.
Yeah, I think they should have. If they were what we thought they were coming into this season, they should have 3-1 both of them.
There's a superior. Those 2 teams, I thought they were linked at the hip. They are not.
Yeah, we all did. I was thinking they were. I was hoping they were. It would be
Yeah.
a really good run, little twins. But no,
The Valiant team is considerably worse.
they are not considerably worse. They are not better, but they're not considerably worse. You need to calm down
They
there,
are
buddy.
considerably worse.
Is that some white stuff on your lip there? You've been
so
snorting
bad.
some stuff there, man. You okay?
I honestly think Valiant.
Used to wipes.
Like,
Whoa,
He's like, oh well.
I consider.
Dallas is number 1.
I really do put Valiant at like 15.
Jeez, dude, really?
Yeah, and I think
Who in the world do you put ahead of them then? Because they're better than Washington. They're better than Florida.
I don't know if they're better than Washington or Florida.
Washington just got swept by freaking Toronto, dude, and Toronto's not even that good.
No, I agree, but Toronto is one of those teams that you don't prepare for and you should beat, but they just randomly they go off like London does. just randomly they become really, really good.
Yeah, but London's actually on like I mean, we'll have to see when they pop back in, but they were actually on a win streak there. They just had a really rough start. That was it.
Yeah. What I'm saying is they have like they're on like this roller coaster of skill where all of a sudden they're like dropping dubs on people.
So Toronto's like your Houston.
Yeah, but Houston.
Yeah.
Houston's a garbage.
Okay, Houston's not even that bad. Let's calm down, buddy.
Yeah, they're the second worst team.
They are not.
And they're competing for the worst team. The worst team, I will
competing.
remind you,
So
is consistently kicking players now.
Okay, look. They're better than Boston. I believe they're also better than Toronto. Okay? So let's
I
calm
don't
down.
believe that.
Okay, we'll have to see when they match up because they're going to match up and we're going to see that. We're going to see how right I is.
I think Washington's better, though.
Both of them, yeah.
I think Florida is better than LA. And I think
Well-
Washington is too. I think those two teams are
I think Florida has the potential to be better. They just don't clutch it for some reason, which a lot of
Guys.
teams have the issue of. But I don't think Washington's better than LA Valiant at all.
You guys hype up Florida a lot, and I still have not seen what is the hot take.
Because on paper they have a lot of good potential. On paper,
So
they're
if
really
you're
good.
saying, let's say like best level, right? Top 5. Like they're a 10 out of 10, right? Everyone in the top 5 is 10 out of 10 on this like 1 to 10 ranking.
Sure,
Florida's like a
Yes.
6. So they're above average, maybe a 7.
7. I'd be
They're
good
like-
at 7.
They have upside. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but it's interesting because Valiant and Florida, they have the right stuff. They just, I don't know. A lot of the teams, a lot of my teams too, they have the right stuff. On paper, they're good. They have the right skills, the good teamwork. It's just when they're in matches, and you can see they can get the kills, they can get the points. They just can't clutch it, or just they'll make those little mistakes that they shouldn't be making, but they do, and it ruins the whole game. I don't know.
I mean, well, one thing we need to talk about is we talked about Washington. We were like, if a mid team could get into the top 10, we pretty much voted Washington, and then we see this.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're allowed to have a bad week.
Philly sweeping them, Toronto, 3-1 in them. Are we still feeling the same about Washington?
I am. I
No.
think it's a bad week. I think
I
their coaching staff's really bad.
mean,
I don't. I think Washington lost its spunk, to be honest. Coming into the season, they were hype. They were the hype train.
they have
in
to.
this, and they had the facts to prove it. They took Philly to a game
Really?
5, or not to a game 5, but they made all their matches really close. They were getting some really good dubs, and I was on board for the hype train. But then all of a sudden, they just lost it. It's real bad, and they've just been on a decline from there. I
think
haven't
they'll
seen them
bounce
win
back.
anything
I think
really important.
a Shangdu can take him. Like
I
if we're
think
talking
Goog's
about,
out with Jacob.
I mean, shoot,
Ooh, those are fighting words because those teams I do not think are very good.
if
So
well,
Chengdu, I think, is at least decent. I don't think.
yeah, we put them in the
1000.
mid.
Yeah.
I'll put Shangdu in the mid.
And I think they're better than Washington.
Are you putting them in either of those teams in the top 10?
What, Washington and Chengdu? No.
Chengdu.
Well, if we're talking about if a team could get into a
No,
top 10,
That's not what we're talking about.
No, he just
Where
means
are
in
they
general.
Just-
right now?
I think they're
mid.
mid.
they're both
Yeah.
mid.
Mid.
So they're like 14 through 11.
Yeah,
Somewhere in there.
yeah.
16 to 11, yeah.
Like I think they can beat pretty lower teams, but they can't beat top
I
tier.
don't think they're absolute bottom, but they're not top 10. They're the
They're
literal
middle or
definition of mid tier.
Yes, middle of the pack. Yeah.
They're the lower end of the middle of the pack. It's technically like
No, I
6
think they're
to
like
10 is middle pack. Above
Okay.
okay. Stop getting so specific with this. Good lord,
Middle is
they're just mid. Okay, let's. Good lord.
no, because you have to, because otherwise you just put
Yes. Then
Well, everyone technically is, except for the
everything.
bottom.
No, they're not.
11,
The top
15,
5,
11, 15.
11,
That-
15.
That's
11,
okay.
15.
Right there.
I'll go with it.
I can take that.
I'll
I
agree
think
to
bottom
disagree.
tier is 16 through 20.
Yes, I can take that.
That's literally the last 4.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're
Worst
bottom.
teams.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, let's was agreeing with you. Let's calm down.
You weren't.
We don't agree with you, Zeus.
What, Zeus?
What's up? Shoot.
Because Zeus loves his double-edged swords. He cheers for Paris, but then he cheers
Hey,
for Houston.
I did. Hey, I was
What's
cool
going-
either way. If
This,
Houston would have
that,
won, that would have been amazing. That would have been like you beat them twice. You have something there.
I don't.
But-
do you still bleed green?
I still bleed green. It's
Do
not
you
allowed,
still
but I
bleed
still
green?
bleed. I still bleed green. It's not allowed, but I still bleed it. I was. I got a little baby Hulk. Little baby Hulk right
You
here.
know, I'm disgusted with you as a fan because Dallas literally didn't win a single game until this week, and I can only say good things about them.
I was
I
really
bleed
disappointed,
blue,
too.
sir.
You burn blue. That's
Well, yeah, I do. My soul in hell, which is currently where it is
Oh, wow.
burning
a
blue.
blue flame.
The blue.
That's why I'm still on Earth. I'm not in hell, sir.
I'm actually streaming from hell.
very white in there.
It's very white in there.
I got the like room upstairs. Pretty great.
Office building. Yeah.
The heck? What kind of hell are you living in? This is like hell, Michigan or something? Got like interesting weather and everything? No, but Paris, I was hoping they were going to win, just so it could keep my point of them being top 10, top
I mean,
7.
I was expecting them to win.
My only concern was, one, we had Hip retire, and two, they lost to Houston 3-0. It wasn't like a 3-2, not a 3-1. It was 3-0.
You keep saying that like that's a big loss.
It is. Well, okay, it's not like a major. It's not like soon leaving, but it is a loss regardless because he was one of our main flex supports.
Okay,
Yeah.
you did not lie in your statement. Of course, it is a loss, but it might be a benefit.
I mean, you're not wrong because we three. Well, then again, the first matchup Houston won really dominantly, and I got scared. I was like, dude.
What if he's toxic? I'm not saying he is. I don't know the dude at all.
I don't know
I
on the
watched stream
reasoning.
or follow.
I don't know the actual reasoning why he retired. It could have been, but he did leave, and Paris did beat Houston, whereas he was on the roster and Paris, lost to Houston. So it could have been. It could have just been teamwork wise, because we did have some new players come in this season, and Paris was like, like I was hoping I had him up here, top 5, top 7. And then they were taking some losses, and I was like, I still think they have the potential to be up there. I don't know. I'm just glad that they won. The fact that they won just solidifies that they're up there. Then that Houston just really got lucky.
And they have glaring weaknesses called Houston.
You want to run that by me again?
That is like embarrassing.
Shut the frick up about my Houston Outlaws.
It's so embarrassing to get whooped by Houston.
It is.
It hurts.
It is. But
Especially-
do you know how many teams have gotten whooped by Houston?
Yeah, but earlier in the season, it was less laughable. Because I think they're consistently getting worse since their win streak.
I don't think they've been consistently getting worse. I think they're literally.
I think that was their peak for the season. I'm going out on a limb on
They're
that.
they're like one of those random boxes in Mario, dude. You never know what the frick you're gonna
No,
get.
that's Toronto.
They're a mystery block.
They're a mystery block,
So,
dude.
okay,
Because it's a big old question mark when you got Houston there, man.
so that's how I feel about Toronto, right? This building is on fire. Inside the building,
Why is it on
there's
fire?
fireworks and grenades on one side. On the other side, there's cotton candy. Which side's going to explode first? You don't know!
What in the world is wrong with Toronto then?
It's a
What?
garbage fire with
Jeez.
TNT on one side and cotton candy on the other. Which side of the building's going to burn down faster?
See, at least we're a mystery box, and that's somewhat enjoyable. You're literally in a burning building with TNT. That's not
It's
good
not going
at
to get
all.
better. It's not going to get better.
You have cotton candy, but you're gonna burn while you.
But we'll burn.
Yeah. At least we're getting something good-ish. in the mystery
Unless
box.
they absorb the fire and become.
That's
the
gonna end
dragon
it for this video
queen.
here, because
Yeah, he's going to conspiracies. and stuff.
Let us know in the comments what it is you think about these teams and
Dallas.
who should have
JT,
won. And who
take your
should have
medicine.
lost.
Dallas.
JT needs to take his meds, everybody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm Captain Zeus, followed by JT Novaverse. Thank you for
Dallas.
watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also check out our D&D vids that we're going to start to do, and all of our other videos. And we will catch you guys later. Please shut up,
JT.
God bless America. See ya, folks.